What's going on, guys? It's your bro Ryan here.
And your other bro Taylor. And we'd just like to welcome you back to our channel. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. This video is a part of a competition series we have going on our channel where we let you guys vote on what stocks we buy. So this week you guys voted, and I was actually fortunate enough to buy Amazon, which has been a great stock. Everyone knows who Amazon is. I don't feel like I need to explain them too much. But their value has skyrocketed over the years. I mean, it's shot up. I know I own them in my personal portfolio and everything. So it's just a really good stock. We actually both got pretty good stocks, and Ryan will tell you about his.
One of my favorite parts about this competition is learning what Taylor's got in his personal portfolio. I love the fact that every other week or so you're like, hey, I might own them or I've sold out of them. I personally get the update on your personal portfolio during these videos, so it's pretty cool. Um,
Yeah,
but this week you guys voted, and I am extremely happy we bought into Microsoft. Everybody out there knows what Microsoft is or who Microsoft is. They're one of the largest tech companies in the world. So everybody knows who they are. They've performed very, very well. I think they were one of the best performing tech stocks last year and previous years. And they're one
yeah.
of the better dividend paying stocks. So very, very good stock.
Yeah, we bought two of the heavy hitters, big people in business this week. So Amazon, has been a well-performing enough stock. It kind of stayed the same from where we bought it today. But we'll go ahead and get into our biggest losers and winners. So this week, my biggest winner was actually Alibaba, and that's the one I bought last week. If you guys remember, I actually complained about it a little bit. I was very skeptic about it
Just a
because
little
that
bit.
was another stock I had in my personal portfolio that has not been performing well and has not made up for the losses in my personal. But this week it did shoot up. There are a couple of different things that people are theorizing that's from. So the inflation in China, rose slower than anticipated, and a lot of people are anticipating some of these, requirements and restrictions are going to kind of be eased up a little bit. So a lot of people are looking, up on Alibaba and a lot of other Chinese companies. I'm cautiously optimistic, but it's still a great thing to see regardless. It shot up in value, so I can't complain too much. My biggest loser was actually a stock that's been performing fairly well for me. It was American Virtual Cloud Technologies. I haven't heard too much in the news about them as to why they would kind of fall a little bit. They didn't fall like crazy, but enough to be noticeable and everything. They've been doing a little
How
bit of
much did they
restructuring,
fall?
about 5%, which is definitely noticeable. So there were a little bit of restructuring. Their board kind of got reworked. I know they hired some big top people, so maybe people are just being a little cautious. I haven't seen anything to make me think that it's going to be a bad performing stock, so I'm still hopeful on it. So, uh, and of course, the biggest overall loser of my portfolio is still AMC. It didn't necessarily go down a lot this week. It kind of just stayed where it's at. But overall, AMC is still the biggest drag on my overall portfolio. One of the meme stocks, this was almost bound to happen at some point. So unfortunately, it happened during this competition.
So for my update on the portfolio, we had actually a change in our biggest loser. So for the longest time, it's been Lucid. However, Lucid has been climbing, so they're definitely nowhere near positive. I think I'm still down about $3, $3.50 on that position. But remember, we went all the way
That's not
down to
bad,
seven and a half.
honestly.
Yeah, we went down to 7.5. So we've been climbing back pretty good. But we do have a new biggest loser. Uh, Lululemon actually is performing a lot worse than I thought. I thought they were going to do pretty well, but I guess with the COVID scare, people might not be shopping as much, or I don't know what's going on because you can still buy them online. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But they've
Yeah,
actually
that's
fallen
kind of
pretty
unexpected,
good.
especially given the holidays just happened and everything.
Maybe it's just because we bought in right after the holidays, so people are trying to save a little bit of money. To your point, and they're not, since everybody just blew the bank account and killed their budget probably on Christmas. They're trying to
Yeah,
hold
I
back
guess
a
that
little
could be
bit.
true.
Maybe I'm not sure, but yeah, they aren't doing good at all. I think they're five or six
Hmm.
dollars down total on the position. But this
Yeah.
week alone, Lululemon fell 30 cents further from what they already were. But my biggest loser of the week is actually Delta. So Lululemon's the worst
Hmm.
performing of the portfolio now, but Delta fell about $1.25. So that one hurt, especially because Delta was my best performer for a while there. But oh well. And then
Is it still positive overall for you?
yeah, it's still. I think I'm up like $12 on that position.
Yeah, it deserves that
Very
little
good one.
dollar drop off. I had a flight that was canceled by them, so
I have never had a problem with Delta. I've had plenty of other airlines, but never Delta. So that's usually my go-to.
that's the
It's a
only
little more
problem I've
expensive.
ever had with them. Yeah, that's the only problem I've ever had with them. Overall, still probably the best airline.
Yeah, in my opinion as well. And I've flown a lot of them, so it is.
Yeah,
It is no matter where you are, out of the country or not. It is, in my opinion, one of the best. That's why I backed them in my personal position, even when they dropped their dividend, and I usually only invest in dividend stocks. Um, and in this position, I was kind of happy to get. So, but we'll see. My biggest winner of the week is the one that you hated for me to get, AMD. Just in
yeah,
1 week alone, they performed quite well. They did about $3 increase, so that was pretty good.
yeah. I knew that was going to be a good stock. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, but hey, I didn't mention it, but Alibaba actually shot up like $10 overall. So
Jeez,
I'm
that
not
is
I'm not
very
gonna
good.
complain. Yeah,
Yeah, that
right.
is very good.
But okay, guys, that was got into a bit of analysis. And also, if you guys ever feel like we're doing too much or too little analysis, please let us know in the comments. But we'll go ahead and get into our market value. So I'll go ahead and go first. I'm actually okay with my market value this week. It was 478.36.
Hmm. So I was very much hoping that by the end of the time we took our screenshots and recorded our video, I would break 500, but I dropped towards the end of the day. I'm at 492.81.
Dang, that's a pretty good separation.
Yeah, it's grown a little bit each week recently. I've gotten a lot of great picks from Microsoft to AMD, and then I forget what I got. Oh, AT&T is one of my top performers in my entire portfolio. Them and Delta. So it's really
Well,
worked
I
out.
was definitely hoping it would be a little bit closer, but a lot of my stocks are kind of turning around besides AMC. So I'm actually not too worried. Not as worried as I was last week. So we'll see how it kind of continues.
I thought about it like you said a couple weeks ago, a couple competitions ago, cutting one stock or selling out of one stock either by the other person's choice or by our own choice or the voters' choice, however we want to do that. I'm down for that. That
Yeah,
just
I
seems
was thinking about that
interesting. We just got
earlier.
to figure out how we'd work it in.
But okay, guys. So like always, we're gonna put some more stocks in the comments for you guys to vote on. Just like it if that's the stock you want us to buy. And we also would love to hear any stock recommendations you guys have. We can include it in the following week or definitely look into it and talk about it. We just love to hear you guys' feedback. So be sure to leave a like and comments. We love to hear from you guys.
And that's it. Signing off.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys next week.